Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to my channel. I am Wonder. Today's video is February 2025 wrap up. So I am very excited about 2025. I have consistently been, number one, posting YouTube videos. I have been consistently switching out decks and using new ones. I have consistently been doing daily tarot pulls and writing them in my planner, which this planner really helps with that. I am planning a baby shower for my sister-in-law. My brother and her are having their first baby. It is a girl. The baby shower is on the 22nd of March of this month. So we are in the final stages of planning everything out. We have the space, we have the idea for food. I need to go this week and get final prices and quantities and things of that nature for the event itself. But we are so excited. Myself and my best friend are planning it, and we have some really cute things planned. I won't go into detail on here because I know she could potentially watch this video, and it is a complete surprise as to what she will be walking into on the 22nd. She knows when and like where, but she does not know anything else, and that is how we are going to keep it. So planning that. So very excited for that this month. But yeah, 2025 is starting off pretty well for me personally, spiritually. Job-wise, job is still going fine. I mean, it's going. It's a job. Is it my dream? No. As I've made clear, my dream is to have an herbal apothecary witchy business with my best friend, and steps are being taken in that direction, but they are just not there yet, which is fine, but we are taking steps to get there. So start off this video. First off, my card for February 2025 was the Three of Cups, and I did use the Light Seers Tarot to do my year ahead draws. So my card was the Three of Cups. Okay. And what I had wrote for February was the feeling of magic in the air when your tribe comes together. Build a strong community on the basis of love, joy, fulfillment, and affection. February has been very good in the relationship aspect, whether that be romantically, platonically, with my friends, with my brother, with my sister-in-law. Everything is going so well, but I am not letting that scare me. I think I've spoken before, one of my shadow cards in the tarot is the Nine of Cups, the whole like wish fulfillment, thinking that things are too good to be true. I do have a habit of doing that, but things have been going good this month. My bestie is in Arizona right now, so I haven't really been seeing her. She's taking care of some personal business. But I'm excited for her to get back because we are going to be starting some other things. So that platonic friendship, hetero life partner relationship it's always a-okay, but it's going particularly pretty good. So that was my card for February 2025, and this is one of my favorite cards in the Light Seers Tarot because of the colors. Look at that beautiful purple color, purple and blue. I love it. So that done. Once again, I did my year ahead pulls with the Light Sears Tarot. So we are just gonna get right on going down the line. My favorite incense for this month, I did have two that I switched back and forth on. I think this one was my favorite last month too, but I really used it whenever I was in my office and I would be working or doing ritual or what have you. It was the cedarwood from the Witch's Moon, and I have been using Clarity Clove from the Witch's Moon as well. This is an older incense that I had just like shoved and then I found it. But these two have been favorites of mine this month. So I have really been burning those pretty much all upstairs. And again, the Morgan's incense is super hot. She is still loving that one, so that's what we have been using. Let's see what next. Didn't really buy a lot of books this month, but I did. So for Valentine's Day, my present from my partner Matt was to either go to like a books like Barnes and Noble or a Witchy store, or we do have a favorite tea shop that we go to, and I could get some presents. Well, we had, before Valentine's Day, we had actually went to our tea shop and spent like $150 on tea and accoutrement. So we didn't go there, but we had went out for dinner with my bestie, her husband, my brother, and my sister-in-law. And so we went to dinner somewhere that was right near Barnes & Noble. So afterwards we went to Barnes & Noble and I got some presents. So the book that was, I didn't technically buy, but it was bought for me, was this one, Curious Tides by Pascal Lucille. I'm gonna butcher that name if I mispronounce it. I'm very sorry. Look how beautiful this. I tried to rip off this sticker and it tore, so I'm gonna have to do some stuff to get that sticker off of there. But look how pretty, and it has the phases of the moon and it's all purple. So this book is about, after a treacherous night at the Dovermere Sea Caves leaves her with a strange, dark magic and survivor's guilt, lunar mage and prestigious Aldrin student Emery believes her secrets drowned with her classmates until their bodies start washing ashore. With the help of reclusive student Baz Braisden, Emery must seek the truth behind the drownings and the cult-like secret society she's convinced her classmates were involved in before she's next. Thankfully, Baz is well versed in the deadly nature of darker magic. Born under an eclipse, a rare and dark perversion of the sacred lunar magical cycle, Baz had limited the use of his abilities in fear of collapsing, a gruesome fate that awaits all reckless eclipse-born practitioners. His control threatens to slip when he helps Emery hone her gifts, getting close to her in an attempt to uncover what happened to his sister, who drowned at Dovermere and was Emery's best friend. While a tentative bond forms between the two over their shared loss, Emery's investigation into the secret society leads her down a path more dangerous than any collapsing. She's not the only one seeking answers, and when her magic draws the society's attention, she finds their thirst for power strangely alluring until she realizes it is her they thirst for. Now, I will say this book is very Harry Potter-esque. There are houses in this world based off of the lunar phases. So Aldrin College, so this is like a little map that's in the book itself of Aldrin College, and there are different houses based on your lunar magic. So House New Moon has healers, seers, shadow guides, and dark bearers. House Waxing Moon has sewers, glamours, amplifiers, and wordsmiths. House Full Moon has soul tenders, ward crafters, purifiers, and light keepers. And House Waning Moon has dreamers, unravelers, memorists, and reapers. And then House Eclipse, which is the unsavory ones, says lunar eclipses produce variations of other lunar magics. Solar eclipses produce rare new gifts beyond other lunar magics. So everyone who goes to Aldrin College is basically sorted into a house based on their lunar magic, and that's where they live and that's what they study. And then they have specialties and things like that. So there is some Harry Potter-esque things that go on in this book, but I'm a little bit into it, and so far it is very, very well written. It is very good. I think when I do my wrap up for March, once I finish it, I may do a little review in March. But that was the only book that I got or that was bought for me. So we'll put it right there. Next, that I did not buy or purchase a lot of decks, or any decks really, in February. Again, I had one purchased for me. It was part of my Valentine's Day gift. And I did purchase Seasons of the Witch Astara Oracle. I had been seeing these a lot, and it got me curious, and since Astara is coming up, I figured I would get this oracle so I could use during this month, and see how I like it. And if so, if I did like them, I was considering getting the other ones because they have one for each Sabbath. But very pretty gilded edges. This is the back, little bunny rabbits and a moon. And then it is very cute magic. Cute art. Like this one is Floromancy. It's time to escape all the noise and become still with the guidance that is pulling you inward. You have like Robin. Germination. And this is the month where Aries starts. So there is, let me find it. So there is an Aries card. Okay. Really? Every time I look for a very specific card, it is literally, look at that. So it does have an Aries card. You are being called to step into the flame with an ignited vision of your desires. Time is of the essence. So it is very much this season based cards. So for the month of March, this is going to be one of the Oracle decks that I use. So I am very excited about that, to see how that works out, how that fleshes. Oh, that's a weird term, how that fleshes. Anyway, next, I just wanted to briefly show the decks that I worked with in the month of February. I did have some that I had on my table, but I did not use them. So I will not be including them. So these are only the ones that I actively did pulls with. So first one is, of course, the Archetypes by Kim Kranz. I used this in a way where when I do my weekly pulls, I do a few Oracle overall for the week card pulls, and this deck was one of them. I would pull one of those. I also use the Apothecary Spirits Oracle. I would pull one of these, and I used the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. So I would pull one of these for the overall feel of the week ahead. Like this week, for example, I had pulled these. Pulled the Crow, Funnels, and the Destroyer. And I set them up over here so that I can always look at them when I am here in my office and when I'm doing my work. Okay, get in there. And when I'm doing stuff here in my office, I have them over there and I can look at them. But I used those 3 Oracle decks to do my weekly overall pulls. Ooh, it just started really raining outside. Sorry. Stop with me. Tarot decks that I actively used in the month of February was the Joy Seeker Tarot. My video, not my mini deck video, but the video before here recently, I posted a video where I linked my unboxing of the Joy Seeker Tarot in there. And then I did the Naked Heart Tarot by Jillian C. Wild. I love this deck. This was, I think I say this every time I talk about this deck, but this was one of the first like indie, straight from the creator decks that I bought, and love it. So those were the decks that I actively used to make my weekly pulls, my weekly tarot pulls. I also used those reading for people as well. They were the ones that I actively used in the month of February. So let's see what next. Oh, so update on me. So I think I had posted a video about, so I am divorced. I divorced my ex-husband back in 2019, and I had decided at the time to not take my maiden name back, right? Over the years, I had thought that I would contemplate every now and then taking my maiden name back, changing my name and doing all that, but it seemed like more of a hassle than it was worth, and so I just kept my married name. But with everything going on politically with the SAVE Act, where if your name doesn't match the name on your birth certificate, you could potentially not be able to vote or have a harder time registering to vote. That really prompted me to, it really pushed me the final step to be like, you know, I do want to have my maiden name back. So I took those steps in February. I had an appointment at the Social Security office, changed my name back to my maiden name. I got my new Social Security card in the mail. I have an appointment to change my driver's license and get my real ID, which I need to get my real ID anyways because I do work on a military installation, and come May 7th, I think, they are not really going to be letting people onto the base who does not have a real ID. So I do have an appointment to do that, and then I can start the process of changing my name everywhere else. And then I'm getting a passport. Big things are happening here soon. Matt and I hit our 6 months just a few days ago. Things are going very well. We've been living together since like mid-December. It's going amazingly. I love having someone around. I love having him in my space. He loves my dogs. I love his cat. Like it's amazing. He just recently started a new job closer to here. So he did have a job that was like an hour away. But he started a new job that's closer to here. It's only about 10 minutes away. So we are very excited about that. All good things. Craft and cast update. So while Bestie is in Arizona, we can't really do anything with craft and cast. So what we had decided was that we would each re-listen to the old episodes and then just start jotting down things that we wanted to cover in episodes and then start planning things out. So we have everything, you know, that we need to start the podcast back up. We live right next to each other. So that's going to happen as soon as Bestie gets back from Arizona. We're going to start to lay the plans for that. I am starting my garden. I did get from TikTok a little seed starter tray with grow lights on the top of the tray, and they worked amazingly. They had my seeds sprouting a lot quicker than they would normally sprout, and so I had to do a little finagling and put my they shot up, so I had to take them out of the starter tray and put them in some big pots, but it's fine. It's starting to warm up now here in Kentucky. It is still cold some days. Today it is very windy, it is very rainy, but that's okay. But so I am starting my garden. I'm very excited about that, and so is Matt. He's very excited to eat fresh veggies and all kinds of stuff. I'm growing all kinds of stuff. Last thing, second to last. So crystal wise, I had gotten these from the Witch's Moon quite a while ago, and I have ADHD and I struggle with object permanence. So if something's not in front of me, I forget it exists. So I had gotten these. So there's a turquoise one, and then there's like an amethyst and pearl and rose quartz one. I had forgotten these existed, and then I rediscovered them. So I was wearing them a lot in the month of February. I wore them to work a lot, as well as, you know, my bracelets I always wear. Gotta be protected. And then over here in front of my tarot pools, I do have a few stones that I would keep in front of there. So the first one is a desert rose. Love my desert rose. This next one is just a hunk of quartz that was found locally and was given to me. So pretty. A hunk of raw rose quartz. You can't really see the like rose on it, but, and then I completely forget what this one is, but it is very orangey and pretty, and it's rough as well, so I've had those out there. But yeah, so that is my February 2025 update. Today, as I'm filming this, I am switching out my decks, getting some new oracle decks, getting some new tarot. I've really been wanting to do this too because, as you know, I have quite a few tarot decks in my collection, and I had realized that the majority of them I hadn't been using. So we're rotating them out, we're using them, we're shuffling, we're doing all the things. So I'm very excited about that. So I can't wait to get into the month of March of 2025, keep the good vibes going, and we are going to see what this year brings to us, right? Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like my content that I do put out and that I do make. I really enjoy making these videos. I want to grow this community because this is one of my passions, is spreading knowledge. I have been steadily tweaking and planning out like an herbal aromatherapy video series. So look out for those videos because they should be starting here soon once I finish tweaking and getting everything ready. But I am very excited to continue the spread of knowledge and the growing of community, and I can't wait to see you all out there. But blessings and growth. I wish you all the best day, week, month, and the year. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.